Hey everyone, Ken here with Ken's Creations, and the Cricut Maker knife blade has finally released, and we have some great information for you up next. I'm sure all of you are just as excited as I am to get the Cricut Maker knife blade. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss out on all of Ken's Creations Cricut Maker videos. Well, when you get started with your knife blade, there's 10 important steps that you want to make sure you do to get prepped for your first project. Let's take a look at those steps. Tip number 1. Calibrating the knife blade housing. Calibrating your knife blade is easy. Start in the menu, go to Calibration, and choose the knife blade option. Follow the instructions on the screen. First, let's insert our knife blade into clamp. Next, place printer paper in the top left-hand corner of the mat, then click Continue. Insert mat into machine. Press the flashing Load/Unload button. Press the flashing Go button. Your machine may require a firmware update. Don't worry, it's pretty quick. Click Update Firmware below. The power button will change color and the machine will restart in just a few minutes. The calibration will resume exactly where it left off after your firmware update. Just press the flashing Go button. Once you press Go, your knife blade will make strategic cuts on the cardstock or copy paper. Press the Unload button. After you unloaded your mat, count down from the top and select the group of lines that overlap the most. Having trouble seeing the lines? Use your Cricut Bright Pad or a flashlight to better illuminate the lines. Look at specific good example and bad example for the overlaps. Select the corresponding number to the best line. Tip number 2. Knife blade projects are only compatible with your laptop or desktop computer. This is due to the length of some projects. It wouldn't be feasible to do this on a mobile device. Tip number 3. Secure all 4 sides with tape on the StrongGrip mat. Use painter's tape or the new purple tape. Tip number 4. Move the white star wheels completely to the right side. You do not want to have wheel marks on your project when using the knife blade. Thus, move the wheels to the right to avoid that. Tip number 5. Make sure the smallest pieces of your design are greater than 3/4 of an inch. In this specific example, we have 2 images, one at 3 inch and one at 5 inches. When the knife blade cuts these images, it will have pieces remain that are smaller than 3/4 of an inch. Due to this, the knife blade may have trouble cutting these smaller pieces. So make sure any pieces that will be cut by the knife blade are greater than 3/4 of an inch. In this example, you'll see both of the images cut are greater than 3/4 of an inch, so we are good to proceed with the 5-inch image. I would not proceed with the 3-inch image as the knife blade may struggle with those intricate cuts. Tip number 6. Cutting with the knife blade takes time. Get ready for a cup of coffee or maybe watch your favorite show. The knife blade makes multiple passes on each cut line. Due to this, some projects can be well over 2 hours. So make sure you know that when you are planning your next project. Tip number 7. Add one more pass feature by pressing the Cricut Go button. For this example, we are cutting heavy chipboard with our Cricut Maker using the knife blade. Once the Maker has finished your cut, check your cut. Without removing the mat, ensure your cut went all the way through your material. If it looks good, unload the mat by pressing the Load/Unload button. However, if you need to cut one more pass, do this by pressing the Go button. That one extra pass did the trick. Tip number 8. Project Resume. In order for the knife blade To cut thicker material, it will need to take multiple passes, which takes time. During this process, your blade might get stuck. Important, do not remove the blade and do not freak out. You can cancel the mat by unloading it, or you can clear any debris in the way of the blade, like using some canned air, and then press the go button, and most of the time, the blade will become unstuck and continue cutting. Tip number 9, use Design Space in Chrome browser with a dedicated window. Design Space plays better with Chrome than it does Safari, so it's important to make sure that you have Google Chrome installed onto your computer. If you do not, all you need to do is search Google Chrome, and this will bring you to the Google Chrome web browser page. Simply download this to your desktop and install it. Once you have Design Space running, you want to make sure this is in a dedicated tab. Currently, you probably have multiple tabs opened along your Google Chrome browser. Due to the time it takes to do a project, you would like to have a dedicated window for Design Space. Simply drag it away from the other tabs, and now you have a dedicated window working just for Design Space. Tip number 10, turn off the sleep mode on your computer. As we mentioned earlier, projects using the knife blade can take time, and due to this, you do not want your computer falling asleep and interrupting your project. Apple users can navigate to the Apple menu, System Preferences, and then choose Energy Saving Mode. This is where you can turn your computer off after a certain period of time. For Design Space Cricut knife blade purposes, you want to make sure your display never turns off so it doesn't interrupt your project. Turn it to the Never option and save your options. But remember to turn it back when you are finished. Are you a Windows user? Check for your link down below in the description on how to turn your PC sleep mode off. Following these 10 steps will get you ready for your first Cricut Maker project. Make sure to check out all of our knife blade videos. All of the links are down below. And don't forget, by using the links down below, you help support Ken's Creations, and for that, we thank you. All right, everyone, I hope you go out there and create something magical. Thanks, everyone.